So a few months ago, I moved into a new place, which means, oh, hold on. Sorry, I forgot to turn off my Minion screensaver. Okay, sorry about that. Anyways, like I was saying, a few months ago, I moved into this place and I'm just now getting around to making it look much more presentable than most of my recent offices. So really happy with it. It is definitely a lot smaller than previous ones, but that's okay. And today I want to focus on the lighting upgrades that really took my setup to the next level. You can see here we have the lighting under and behind the desk. That definitely makes a big difference. We have this strip that goes around the entirety of the room. And by entirety, I mean, it doesn't, but we'll talk about that. And then I swapped out the light in the ceiling, which looks really cool and extremely mesmerizing. And then I also put an LED strip behind here. Of course, we have this cool lamp from my previous video, but that was all made possible by Govee. They sent this over, no strings attached. This isn't sponsored. They just wanted to hook me up with some cool things. So we have the Govee Strip Light 2 Pro. That's what I have behind here and behind here. And by behind, I mean along the back of it, but also on the underside. And then we also have the Govee Strip Light with cover, which is what you see, whoops, along the trim of the ceiling up here. Very nice until it's not. It's really awkward. And then of course, this is the ceiling light. Very cool. So there's that. They did also send over the Govee Neon Rope Light 2. Now I did want to actually set this up above the monitor because I thought that would look really, really cool. But the problem is you have to really know what you want to do for a design and be ready to commit. And truthfully, I'm just not ready to commit to a design. The problem is if I don't like what I'm doing and I rip it off the wall, well, all the paint is gonna come off. And hey, great adhesive, but I'm renting. So we gotta be careful here. This right here is the Ceiling Light Pro, and it's actually stupid simple to install. And that's coming from me, someone who struggles with things that should be easy. So if I'm telling you it's easy, then yeah, it's seriously super, super easy. It's 15 inches and here's all the fun specs. I'm not a spec guy, right? I'm here to tell you if it's good or not and if I would actually recommend buying it for your own setup. And the truth is, I really actually would. My previous ceiling light was very, very dim. And it's crazy now that if I go to the work setting, for instance, this thing is lit like an entire studio. Look at the difference there. Insane. And then if I go ahead, and obviously I have a lot of random lights on right now, but if I turn it off altogether, look at that difference. Now, of course, the camera is going to compensate and boost exposure, but it is intense. Just being completely transparent, I was shocked. Plus, there's this ring where it glows on the outer side, and I really, really like that. And you can actually turn that off or on. So yeah, very impressed by this. And for the price, which it's on sale right now with Black Friday, I have to say I actually would recommend this product. 10 out of 10, huge fan of it. Don't worry, I'm not going to give every single product a 10 out of 10 just because I got it for free, although it was pretty nice of them. So Govee, if you have more stuff you want to send, feel free.
Meet the Black Pi 20,000 milliamp portable power bank. With 35 watt power delivery fast charging, it can take the iPhone 17 Pro Max to 61% in just 30 minutes. That's twice as fast as your old 20 watt charger. And when it's time to recharge, it's back to full in only 2 hours, saving you serious time on the go. You get a full week of power, enough to charge your iPhone 3.5 times or even top off a MacBook Air. Plus, it's pocket size at just 12 ounces with 2 built-in cables ready for any device. No clutter, no cords, just power wherever you go. Learn more by clicking the link in the description.
Next up, I want to talk about the Govee Strip Light with cover. I've actually used products like this before, but I never actually applied it in this manner. And I'm going to be honest, a couple things here are my fault, and a few things I just kind of feel like Govee could do better. It says right here, 32.8 feet. So you would think, okay, the logical thing to do is to obviously measure my room and make sure that's more than enough. But the problem is I saw all the channeling that was provided and I figured, hey, if they give me the channeling, then the LED strip should fit, right? No, no, that's actually not the case at all. When it came to installation, I started here in this corner of the room. There's a little corner piece, popped it in, bada bing, bada boom, everything's looking good. Mind you, I'm standing on my chair and my desk because I don't have a step stool. Surprised I didn't break anything. But the first casualty happened in this corner. We have exposed LEDs because the channels are 40 centimeters and 20 centimeters. And I think there's only 2 or 4 of the 20 centimeter pieces, which meant I could not get to the corner. And I had to decide how I wanted to move forward. I thought, hey, maybe I'll cut a little piece and then put the corner piece and, but I shouldn't have to modify pieces that aren't meant to be modified. So that's the first casualty. And of course, I decided I'm gonna leave that exposed. So then I had this corner and I made sure the corner piece connected. And yeah, so this side looks good, but it abruptly ends because, well, as you can see, there's not enough of the fucking LED strip. The next problem happens right here because of course the slat wall is off the wall by a few inches. And I did not put a piece here because I ran out and I'm not about to buy another pack just to get a single piece to fill the corner that's not even visible on the camera. So because I'm super smart, I took a piece of cardboard and made it float. But then I thought, what are you doing, Matt? That's so stupid because like you have to connect the piece and whatever. So I did connect the LED strip back to the wall on another piece and then follow it through. But that's when I realized, oh shit, I don't have any more LED stripping, but I already pre-installed a ton of channels. So now I have all of this just going across the damn wall. But I'm just confused and concerned as to why there's so many track pieces if there's not even enough cover pieces and there's not even enough of the LED strip included. Oh my God. I understand that I should have just measured the room and compared it to the length of the LED strip. However, I was excited, so shame on me for being excited and taking the included pieces and putting them up on the ceiling like I was supposed to, okay? So I don't know. It's really not that big of a deal. It's gonna suck ripping all that paint off because I'm renting. It's gonna cost money, but that's life. Really though, the lights themselves are pretty cool. They set the mood. I will say my fiance said it's like I'm in a frat house, but joke's on her. I went to college online. So one complaint I have with the LED strip is that this is what the warm temperature looks like. It's not very accurate in comparison to the strip under the desk. Let me show you. I don't know if it really shows up that well on camera, but this is like Pikachu yellow, okay? And this is like warm, like a nice lamp in a home, and I feel cozy, and I have a blanket on, and I'm watching my favorite TV show. If you're a gamer bro who's gonna have random colors flashing around, then you probably don't care. But for someone like me, I wanted the ability to turn off the ceiling light and have the ceiling strip sort of illuminate the room. And instead, I feel like I'm being pissed on, which is very weird, I will say. But if you wanna do fun, cool colors, then hey, it's actually pretty cool. And I like it because they have different scenes, which again, this is available. You probably know all this stuff with Govee. This is available for all the different products they have. So right now I have it set to Aurora, which of course I would choose the one that's very hard for me to say, and it makes me sound stupid. But Aurora is really a nice blend of blue and green. You'll see it here on the desk and I have it up on the ceiling light, but I love the ceiling strip. Really makes you feel immersed. And I just wish that it was a better install. I'm not saying it's terrible, it's just not great for my situation. Now, with that said, if you're still interested in buying it, use my link, okay? Next up, of course, is the Govee Strip Light 2 Pro. They sent 2 of these over, which I really appreciate, and that's what you're seeing here. Look at that, that's the warm temperature that I love. It looks so good. And when it comes to my desk, it looks spectacular. And I don't use that word lightly, let me tell you. This is so nice. And if you're gonna put just one strip in your entire office, put it on your desk. Truly, it is a game changer. I'm not recommending that you put on a crazy light show and give yourself a seizure while working. What I actually mean is, for me at night, I have this big ass monitor and it's very bright. And so I'll actually turn on the warm temperature at a low brightness and it just kind of glows on the wall a little bit. And for me, that's way less jarring than just having no lights and this big ass display like boom, right in my face. But yeah, I would say that the light strip is definitely the most versatile. And I've used a lot of LED strips and these are the brightest. The adhesive is very strong and the app is just 10 out of 10. I've always been a firm believer in Govee and I've mentioned it in many videos. I've reviewed a couple of their products recently if you want to check that out. I mentioned that the app is the best thing. The fact that I can open a product up and have it set up on the app in no time is just insane. Because although we're in 2025, believe it or not, most of these apps that companies use are garbage. It's so frustrating. So for me, if I'm gonna spend money on LEDs, I'm gonna keep it in the Govee family simply because I love how everything works together and it's just so user-friendly. By the way, I swear these lights are just bright and that's why I'm sweating. It's not because I'm out of shape. No, because if I was out of shape, would I have this? A half marathon medal? Yep, that's mine. Feel free if you want. You can leave a comment telling me great job because it's great. Anyways, if you want to check out the Govee Black Friday sale, I will leave a link to it down below in the description. Of course, using my link is greatly appreciated because I will, of course, get a small kickback, which helps support my McDonald's fund. And if you think I'm a little overweight, then please still use my affiliate link. Don't forget, I'm Matt Philly and you're not. Get out of my face. Have a great day, and I'll catch you on the flippity flop. Bam!